recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, have the lights on us. Fires to the side of our eyes.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. His first throw is an interception. And the Broncos force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Devon Achane with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Trying for the deep ball. He intercepts the pass. And the Texans have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He's on the move. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Texans parlay the interception into points. George Pickens the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Higgins makes the catch. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Walker now from the gun. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing here, Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go. Unlock line, check go.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Pass complete to Walker. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Pickens, the motion man right. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Burrow setting up the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On third down, here's Burrow. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying for it, it's Achane. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go, here we go. Back.
Burrow from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get 6 more on their early advantage. Christian Watson with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up second and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Ready, ready.
Running with Walker again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. Nix with it on first. Into the hands of Walker. He's contained at the line for no gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
This is Walker on second. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set.
On the draw, it's Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throw on third down. Connects on the crosser. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. 21-10 our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos make it a 1-score game in the first half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Gun. Start.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Start.
From the 34. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense was flying around and making the play.
Looking for George Pickens that time. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Walker on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On the move, headed right. That's caught. He found some space. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A-Chain on the inside give. They'll cobble together a yard there. Aleem McNeil in on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down. But doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked by the rookie from Wisconsin.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Staying with Walker. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Play action with Nix. Chased out to his right. Finds a man right side. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
From the red zone now. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
19. Ready, go.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
7 Pirates.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it up. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Texans grab it.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody's shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. And fortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
On 1, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Gun. Gun.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. That's Pickens with a catch out right. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll stick with A-Chain. Flies past the first, inside the 30. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston first.
Ready? Here we go, here we go.
Staying on the ground here with A-Chain. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Burrow back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air.
Here we go.
When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
What's your set?
Play action now, Burrow. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Houston touchdown.
To number 89, touchdown Houston. The kicker on.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Broncos 24.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Knicks off the play action. He put everything he had into this one. That's cut at the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They give up the gut to Walker. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Broncos just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start the drive with Achane. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Here's 2nd and 11. Forced out to his right. Now he throws deep across the field, left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Broncos getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if you were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate. It's really been high risk, high reward through the air, and you never want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football.
19 light. Check up.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Nix looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Walker hauls it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll throw again. Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Juke the defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to...
Touchdown, Denver! Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Gun.
Burrow from the gun. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Taking a deep shot here. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down.
Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Broncos have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the...
And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it a 24-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Back to throw it. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our 1st half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Shaheed now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg for him. Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Nick's now to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Taking his shot deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. First throw for the backup now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Achane reels it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First and 10, looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Big gain downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the 2nd half with some needed points. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Shaheed now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Go! 79 Bronco. Ready?
Nix from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Cougar 19. Half the 60. Half the 60.
Play action with Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Texans get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd down carry for Achane. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's got it deep downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built.
Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Broncos corral it. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Come on, set.
Knicks off the play action. Pass complete to Walker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Shotgun snap to Knicks. Into the hands of Walker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. He's got it at the 6. It's a Denver touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10. Now Achane. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's on the move. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Let's go.
Throwing it again on second down. Throwing this back in the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Let's go now.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. Know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He beams one deep right up. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Texans have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A run now with Achane. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
2nd and 4. Escapes the pocket. And they had that one contained right at the line. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. He lets one fly deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Back to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos continue adding on to that lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Achane gets it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
From the 32. He puts everything behind this one. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going for this. Flushed out of the pocket. Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Let's go.
Nix with it on first. Cut at the 10-yard line. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. On the move, headed right. He's on the move.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. The 50. The 30. The 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
He's throwing for it. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut two more off that lead.
Broncos 73, Texans 43.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown. He's out of bounds. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
That's good.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut-and-dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Nix. Touchdown, Denver! Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos tack on 7 more to their lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Buys time, rolling right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third and long for him here. Launches one deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's on the move. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pass play on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Getting out to his left. He can run it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So 2nd down coming up.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Throwing deep for the end zone. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos are running them out of the building. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
2nd and 13. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game, and sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, they'll run. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Offense up to the line fast. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on fourth down.
Here we go, set.
Looking for a throw here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on fourth down and gets them the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now off play action. Flush down now to his left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll throw it. Forced out to his right. Taken in by Harrison. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go.
Desperation time here on fourth. Headed out right. He finds him beyond the marker. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Going jumbo set on this first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
from the gun on 3rd down. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So the Texans gonna run it back, try for another 2-point conversion. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Pat Surtain has it. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock, as I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
Shaheed now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Walker hauls it in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long for Nix. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. George Pickens, the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up. All right, 1 more snap to play here.
Let's go.
1 final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. So to the side of me, mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.